Hello, welcome to episode 11 of our Timberborn Update 2 Let's Play with the Iron Teeth faction. We've got a couple problems to address right off the bat in today's episode, chiefly this. We are currently flooding over here, and also, these guys don't have any food. So let's go ahead and pause real quick. I have had a number of, see if I can get a good angle on this, a number of good suggestions on what to do with this area. And I think the plan is going to be to just double the width of this thing right here. Turn this into a dam. Actually, I'll tell you what, for right now, we'll just go ahead and triple width. I think that's probably going to be the smart thing to do. Go ahead and get that all situated, because if we do that, have it 3 wide, then the water will be able to come out at the same rate, more or less, that it's coming in. More or less. I know this is a little, this actually might be, oh, it's 5 wide. Okay, well, maybe we need to go a little wider than 4. Let's go ahead. See, can I? No, because I built a building on top of this, so I can't really get rid of that. But I think we can pretty safely just go ahead and get that rolling and see how much it goes down. It's actually a pretty good chance that that will just kind of solve the problem for now, because the water does seem to be very slightly going down. There's actually quite a bit of spillage up here that I think it still has to catch up with. So we'll just kind of let this thing do its thing for right now. Now, as far as this district not having any food, I've been told that's because the storage is filled with garbage, like 1260 medicine that we don't need. So we'll go ahead and pause our healers. And we also have a ton of pine resin that we don't need, so we're going to go ahead and pause the tapper shack, because we, again, don't need any. And we actually do need the maple syrup, so we're going to leave this guy going so we can collect that stuff. But I think we're probably going to need to start doing some processing on our wood planks with the wood workshop. It's probably going to be one of the first things that we end up doing on the other side of the thing. Also, we have too many gears. We have 1,200 gears, so we're going to pause the gear production as well. And aside from that, I think we're doing okay. We've already kind of paused our dandelions, mostly. By mostly, I mean not at all. So we're going to leave the gatherer flag here, but we're going to prioritize the blueberries for that. And we can always plant more dandelions, so I'm actually going to go ahead, since we already have so many, and we're probably not going to need them anytime soon. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of most of the dandelions. I'll leave one right there. I will leave one right there just in case. We can always add more later. So eventually we'll be able to have more food stored up here and get back to birthing more beavers, because this district has actually lost a considerable amount of population because we've been out of the berries, because our beavers have had to eat them. So, you know, it tends to be how these things work. So we'll, you know, I think this actually solved our flooding problem. It's not very elegant to just kind of have an unfinished thing over here. We'll leave that the way it is for now. We've got a decent amount of water stored up. A couple of you have commented this district does not have enough water storage, and I agree. There's quite a bit more that it needs. Just have to find a good spot for some tanks, which I'm kind of tempted to do over this whole reservoir here, because it's, well, it's free real estate, first of all, because this whole area is completely undeveloped, and I was going to try to explode some of this to get some more volume, actually. So if I put in some of these platforms here, that would be probably a good way to do that. But for now, I think we don't really need to worry about it too much, because this hasn't ever gone dry on us yet. And I don't think in normal difficulty the droughts really ever get that long anyway. So I think we're doing fine. Definitely keeping an eye on our wheat situation. We got a little bit behind, a little bit cocky with our farm layouts, so we definitely should be taking a look at that. And someone also said that we actually don't need all of our engines running because these things never run out of power. So we're going to go ahead and pause one of those. We probably, in all honesty, can pause 2. But we actually have a pretty good amount of logs stored up now. So I don't think that's going to be that much of an issue. In fact, we have so much I'm kind of considering starting another extension of this. But to get much further out than we already are, I think we're going to have another district over here, which I'm not super keen on at this exact moment in time. So instead, I'm probably more tempted. First of all, we have to stop import of water, which we already did. How are we doing on food? We're still not doing fantastic, but I think we have enough growing where we can cut our supply of all of this stuff, except planks, because we don't have any processing over here yet. I think we're doing okay. Yeah, we've got some potatoes that we're grilling up. Growing some more over here. I think we're in a pretty good spot. Pretty good spot. Obviously, the next major challenge is going to be preventing this whole area from flooding again. Although, I think it's going to be so long before we actually get over here to actually do anything. This might dry up in that time. And having this filled up is probably a good idea. Now, this whole time, we haven't been going in turbo speed, so let's go ahead and turn that on. Just wanted to take stock of stuff. So we solved that problem. We are working on the food. Okay, now we have beavers dying of hunger in this district, which is a problem. I figured that was going to come to that. But we have food to harvest, so these guys just are kind of lacking in their progress here. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. These guys are kind of dying in mass here. As long as our farmhouses are in good shape, I think we probably want to turn a couple of these to prioritize harvesting, at least for the time being. Yeah, we are in free fall population right here. That's not what I wanted to happen this episode. But that's the way it goes. You can't control these things. You just kind of have to go with it. All right, so we still have some food. Like, we have food growing. It's just for whatever reason they don't have anywhere to put this stuff because all of our storage is full of garbage. By garbage, I mean very useful other things. So we're gonna just kind of have to just deal with this. There's really nothing we can do at this point except to hope we can harvest enough food. It's not as bad as it could be, but it's definitely not great. Definitely not great to have 51 vacancies. All right, come on. Well, now I'm kind of stuck. Because we have all these potatoes. All these stinking potatoes. Come get your potatoes. Come on. No. We're in harvesting mode. You better get this stuff. Yeah, this is going to take us a very long time to recover from. I am kind of tempted to send some more beavers back over there, but I know as soon as I do, they're going to be condemned to die of hunger as well. So that's annoying. It's the family-friendly way to say it. I just don't know why there's so little food when the supply was completely fine before. Especially with the potatoes. It's like I didn't get rid of potatoes. I might have cut, like, I don't know, 9 squares of potatoes out. So we have all this wheat. We have all this wheat that can be ground up. So someone's got to just get it. There's no reason not to have tons and tons and tons of bread. So hopefully this this wheat coming out now is going to be able to be ground. I think we're not so bad that we have nobody manning the wheat flour stuff, at least. God, that is just baffling. How it got that bad that quick when I really didn't change very much. God, that's going to make me mad for a long time. Well, this space down here, I think now that this water is high enough, this space is definitely turning into potato planting land for sure. So I think that'll reach all the way out there. Yeah, sure does. All right, is there anywhere else I can plant potatoes? So it seems to be a good choice for food. Although these people can't really reach anywhere else right now because they put all this stuff in the way. That was smart to do that. Okay, we've got space over here. I guess we need more berries, but I don't want to plant a ton of berries. We do need those for our breeding pods if we're ever going to recover from this. But we also need the beavers not to die, so I kind of can't just say, hey, don't eat the berries, because, you know, we kind of need that. God, this is annoying. That's the problem with doing these videos without really editing anything or cutting chunks out, is that you get to see all the dumb garbage I do get myself into. Completely unedited, for better or for worse. Are we getting at least some potatoes? Okay, we have 8, 9 potatoes. Okay, we have food now. So I don't know what kind of just complete breakdown of supply chain we just had. All the food all at once. Probably related to the storage problems, but it was never that bad because these buildings can also store uncooked and cooked food. So there must have just been like a cataclysmic problem going on there. Well, it seems to be mostly under control, I guess. Man, that's annoying. All right, do I have any other space over here? I guess I could get rid of some of these pine trees and just plant more food, or maybe put in another farmhouse. Because we have so many of these maple trees, I don't think we really need to worry about the worry about the pines anymore. So I guess we'll unplant all of these trees. I guess I could make this into some more stuff. Probably carrots would actually be pretty smart to put here. No, I kind of want to put some more wheat in too, because we got really low on that. Well, we'll get there eventually. That's just kind of annoying that had to happen that way, because I was really looking forward to making some good progress this episode. Instead, I have to spend my time doing that, which is definitely annoying. So I think what we're going to go ahead and do is dig ourselves a trench here. And then bury our power underneath. And I think we need to be importing some explosives to do that. And then here comes the drought. Perfect. Well, at least we have plenty of water because no one's been alive to drink it, huh? Well, we actually don't have a ton. I am annoyed. I am very annoyed. Very, very annoyed. So I guess we should probably go ahead and start putting some more water in these areas, like right here. And I think we can put in... I'd have to look and see what the orientation is going to look like here. It's probably going to be smart to do this way, which means I need to build another layer here. I was going to put platforms through all this anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. What if I do this way? Never mind. That math does not work. So I guess I can do... I guess I could do this... kind of. Well, we'll put that one there at least. I really should have thought this through a little better. I think if I move this staircase, I know this is probably really stupid of me to do this way, but I think if I can just move this one staircase over one more, I can fit another another dude here and have it be fine. Yeah, that should work. Let's just make that a prioritized building thing. Get that done. We'll put another tank like this. This guy will fit perfectly right there once that's blown up and removed. All right. That's gone. We'll go ahead and put in that thing right there. Did they place any dynamite over here? Yes, they did. Let's blow this up. Now that that's done, we can come in with our... Yes, I know I'm going to have to import gears here. We'll go ahead and get that going as well. And then once that piece is in, I clicked the wrong thing. We'll go ahead and send this all the way down here. Rotate that, put this doohickey right there. And then afterward, oh yeah, here we go. Let's do this all at once. Yeah, put all this stuff in. We can bury this under a platform. That way we can still be usable. I don't think we're really going to have to put anything up here, but now we can actually do that, which is going to be nice. All right, did they put this one up? Almost. There we go. Blow that up and put in another guy right there. Cool. All right, that is a pretty decent use of space right here. Then we'll probably want to put in some more platforms to put on some pumps over here when we get around to that. But right now we actually don't have very much luxury. Oh, so now they're all dying of old age before these things can catch up. Okay, well, at least these are being utilized again. It's just going to take us a while to get back to where we were, which is very unfortunate. Okay, how are we looking here? Okay, this is looking good. We have full wood storage. Wow, that is a very nice surprise. Let's go ahead and get started with our power here. We're going to go ahead and put in... I think if I'm smart about how we do this, I can put in I want to leave space for another barracks. We'll do this. I think if I do this exactly the right way, it should be fine. And you might say, you don't need that many lumber mills over here. Well, eventually I will. And we will get there, friends. We will get there. It's just going to be slow. Let's put 3 of those here. Then I think we'll put in... I knew I should have planned this a little better. That's fine. We'll do 2 of these. Ah, see, I'm smart. I'm not stupid. Because I planned this. That's what we're going to tell ourselves, right? 2 of those guys. We'll put in, go ahead and research the wood workshop. Well, if I was really smart, I would have, well, that's already built. All right. Really smart, I would have done this over here. But I didn't. That's annoying. Okay. What else? I guess I could put in... There's not going to be any rhyme or reason to the orientation of these things, so don't get excited. Be prepared to be underwhelmed by my arrangement skills here. I guess we'll go ahead and put 1 more of these guys in, and then put in a couple of grist mills over here. Okay, so this is actually going to dry up now because... Oh, no, not completely, because we do have that right there. That's fine. Although I think we can go ahead and put in 1 more... Oh, I actually can't, because that is not the smartest thing I've ever done. I'm going to go ahead and put 1 more levee right here, just because we kind of need that. I think this should be okay. I'm very tempted to just put dams up here and see if that will work. Very, very tempted. I think it might. I think it might. Especially if I have another reservoir kind of over here and wall this off, but I don't have enough space to get in there. Alright, we're going to try it. Because I have nothing else to lose currently. We'll just go ahead and get that in and see if that works. Okay. This is going to be wheat flour. That's also going to be wheat flour because we don't have anything else. Now, before I got too proud of myself here, I actually should have done something else, which we are going to do anyway. We're going to blow this up. Did I make this one a T or just a angle? Okay, that's going to have to get... It's going to have to get replaced with a T. I promise that sometimes I actually do know what I'm doing. It just definitely does not seem that way. We're going to blow all of this up and tunnel underneath the path here to get power somewhere where our guys can still walk to it. I know this seems really elaborate for absolutely no reason, and yeah, it probably is. But that's fine. That's the way it goes. Don't tell me we only have... Okay, we only have 78 because we keep exporting our beavers over here, which probably is not the smartest thing. But, you know what? Could be worse. At least we have food over here now. It's just going to take us an entire cycle and a half probably to catch back up with our population. Oh well. You live and you learn. Now before we blow this up, we're going to have to put that in there. Hopefully we have gears? Yes, we have quite a few gears. All right, now come on and build this thing. Okay, good. Now we can actually blow this up. And then put another one of these guys here. Then have that go. Actually, this will be one of these things. Then we'll cover this up with another little path thing. I know I said I wanted to put another barracks here, and I can't now because I have this thing, but that's it's fine, I guess. Well, at least now that this is done, I can put something else in here, which I was going to do with, I believe, the paper mills, yeah. Probably actually don't need any of those right at this exact moment, but I do need to fill the space, so I think we're going to go ahead and put one of those there. And then I think I gotta find a good spot for the wood workshop. We might actually want to put in a four-way here just to be safe. So I think we can get by with long-term 2 of those, and we have currently no shortage of building supplies, at least for the time being. So that'll be fine. With that, we've got planks, we've got gears, we've got paper, we've got these things, we've got our grist mills. Then we're going to need to get into golems. So I think now... Do we have... Yeah, we're actually going to be able to reach this, so we are going to need a smelter or 2, so we'll put that... We'll put 2 of these guys right here, I think. We'll be fine. Then we can come over here with our golem part factories. Let's go ahead and unlock all of these. Charging stations. Yeah, we're going to have those. So we'll go ahead and put in our staircase up here. And we'll put out some scavenger flags. That should be enough for now. I'm going to go ahead and pause 2 of, well, I guess all of these. And pause that guy, just because we don't need them quite yet. But we are going to get this wood workshop going. Let's go ahead and import our pine resin. I think we can safely assume this district can make its own planks. Do we have... Okay, we actually don't have any, so I'm going to keep importing those. But we are going to keep importing, or start importing the pine resin, rather. Because I think we have a pretty good amount of planks stored up here. Yeah, we have 150 of those. I guess for the time being, we can also import some of the metal. Or do we want to just have the smelter do it? Because it's going to be a little bit... Yeah, let's go ahead and import some scrap metal, because I know we do need to clear out some of this storage space in here. We have 262 of that, so I know we can spare some. Okay, these are... let's write out. That's right, because this is... that's going to be close when it comes in, but I think it's going to be just enough not to flood. I'm sure I am very likely wrong, and that is okay. Well, mostly okay. Okay. Let's put in... It's kind of hard to get a good angle on this. Can I put in? Yep. If I did this correctly, which I kind of didn't. Well, that's going to be useful at least. That should help us drain the water out a little bit faster. Just a little bit. I made a mistake. I could have done this a little bit lower, and then I could have had a third one here if I had blown this up, but I think might be pushing our luck just a tiny bit. Okay, we don't have available workers because we have too many jobs open. Alright, well, I think we can... Actually, I'll just keep this open, but we'll lower priority on most of those. These guys will go work somewhere else. Do we have pine resin coming in? We sure do. So these guys can actually get to work once these planks start coming in. Okay, so our population is kind of recovering. We have plenty of wood, plenty of food now. Water is going to continue to be a problem. We're going to have to expand this. I just don't have enough of a remaining path to really do much more on this side. Unless I came in from this side, but I'm not going to have the space for it. I know from this location I can get another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at least. So maybe. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Might not be worth doing at this exact moment in time while we don't have a ton of people to build stuff anyway. But good to think for the future. I think there's probably a way to make this a little bit more efficient pathwise. But I'd have to get rid of all of these spattered up right now, and we kind of can't afford that. We need some food. Actually, how much of spatterdock do we actually have? Because if we have a ton, I might try it. Can't remember what that even looks like. Doesn't look like we really have any. So, maybe we won't do that. No, we don't have any. Alright, well. It's kind of annoying. Alright, do we have... Yep, that's working currently. Alright, so smelter is smelting. Do we have scrap metal imported? We don't. Okay, well. We're still getting some from over here, so I think it's probably fine. We'll probably just go ahead and cancel that, because we're getting some already. I think that'll be okay. So we unlocked all the golem stuff, so why don't we go ahead and start building factories. Am I going to have enough? We're going to have to ramp up our plank production, which means we need more wood. But I think we're going to be good long term for that. So why don't we... Because these stack too. So I think... we can just do 2 layers of the golem factories. And then the assemblers don't stack, so that's going to be... It's going to be the annoying one, but oh, how stupid would this be? Just have these all on top of each other. That might actually be kind of fun. I don't forget. No, forget. I don't remember what the ratio of this was. I think it was each set of these assemblers, or each set of these factories, excuse me, could support 2 assemblers at a time. So maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I don't. So if I put another one here, then that would mean I would need 6. Well, we got a while before we have to worry about that anyway, so I think it's kind of pointless to spend time and energy on that right now. We got to get the parts made first anyway. And there's no rule that says these have to be right next to each other either. We could just as easily pick some completely different spot to put those. I do kind of like the idea of having them on top of the factories, though. That's kind of cool. It's just that there's not really any permutation of this that would really work to be perfect numbers-wise, I don't think. So if I put another 2 here, I'd have an unbalanced production of parts, so I'd have to actually put in 6 additional ones to stack them too high. And then I'd be having the same kind of problem I have now, where I have 6 tops, and I'd need 8 spaces for assemblers. So I'd really have to put in more than... I'm not going to build a ton more of these things. I think this is probably going to be fine for now once they actually get around to building it, at least. Should be okay. So, we got some time. We are going to need to have that at the very least. Just trying to think about how I should get the beavers up there. I kind of pegged myself in a hole here with this path direction. So I know I'm going to want to do that. I guess it doesn't really matter that much. I'll just have it be offset slightly. That's fine. We'll be alright. Not that big of a deal. Okay, do we have a hauling post over here yet? No, this district has not built a hauling post. So we will definitely do that immediately. Alright, I can't put that anywhere else really here except... It might actually be kind of smart to put it right here. Unless I could get away with... if I put this here, that blocks off another spot. I guess I should probably just put this here. We'll need it eventually anyway. Go ahead and prioritize that guy. Well, we have our water back. Are we flooding again? I completely forgot to check. Alright, we are... Well, it seems to be working exactly as intended, which is good. I don't think we're overflowing anywhere, no? Okay, that might actually be pretty much the perfect perfect result we could have asked for. So that's good. That's exactly what we wanted, I think. So at least that problem is solved. We're still very slowly catching up. Don't have berries. But I think all the berries we do have are being used for the breeding pods, which is good. That would be bad if they were still eating those. So we'll just kind of have to leave that alone. Okay. These guys are all doing their thing. This is now good to go. Those are lower priority. Those are lower priority, I think. I think we're in good shape. How many potatoes have we not cooked? 5? Good. That's progress there. We can't really have any more beavers join this one because the other district isn't large enough, so I was hoping this golem construction would go a little quicker. But we do need the metal blocks. How many metal blocks we have over here? Okay, we are importing we are importing metal blocks. We have so many. Okay, what about... Our storage still isn't full. We're going to need a lot more storage here pretty quick. I think we're in pretty good shape. I'm going to lower the limit on the gears real quick. Let's try 25 gears on for size. And for explosives, definitely put that down to 10. We're really not going to need... Not going to need that many explosives here. Probably won't need too many more of them at all, actually. Unless we want to keep detonating this stuff, which I don't really care to do. When we get around to actually really terraforming stuff, we might want to have some more, but I don't think we, at the present time, really need all of that. And not having the haulers here is kind of a problem. This guy's name is seriously Rotsack. Yikes. Alright, moving on. Well, it's good to know that most of our other problems over here have been largely solved by the extinction of half of the beavers. Boy, that sounds dystopian, doesn't it? Alright, we are, I mean, other than that, we're doing fine. It gave us kind of a chance to catch up on some of our supply stuff. We have plenty of bread again. We still don't have an excess of wheat flour, which I guess is good and what we wanted, because we're trying to make some other stuff with the maple pastries. Yeah, they still need wheat flour. That's okay. We'll eventually catch up with our wheat flour. They still haven't cut down all of these trees. But this is marked for cutting. Can these guys even reach up here? Yeah, they can reach up here. So I don't know why they haven't... Oh, there's no workers. Well, that would make sense as to why these trees have not been cut down. So I wanted these to be cut down so I could plant some more crops. I think we might actually not need to plant any more crops. Might actually need to plant more wheat, ironically enough. Well, I think we can safely put that back to normal now. We don't really need to worry about it. Okay, farmhouses should always be prioritized. I don't know why I didn't have those two set higher. Okay, what about these two? Are these? No, but they should be. There we go. All right, well, that's progress at least. Okay, so we have 3 of these done. We're making golem chassis, we're making limbs, and we're making heads. That's going to take them probably quite a while to get through. Because I don't have enough beavers to really do much of anything else. But we'll at least get the progress started. And then when it comes down to it, we'll have some assemblers. Just have to find a good spot for those. I kind of don't want to do it right here, but we might end up having to. They also need to be powered, so we need to keep that in mind. I'm very tempted to just stick them on top of this stuff, but I don't think that's going to be the ideal solution. We could... No, I want it to be close, so I think we probably are just going to have to stick it on top of here. I know that's not a... Oh, I missed such a great opportunity to make a 4-high thing. That also wouldn't have solved much of anything, because we still would only have 1 slot on the top of these for an assembler. I'm just thinking out loud at this point. Pay me no mind. I'm going to have to put them somewhere over here. which is going to be annoying because it's going to take up a ton of our space. That's irritating. I thought I'd planned this better. Says the guy that quite literally planned none of this. Oh well, that's fine. I didn't happen to put a... No, I did not. Alright, well. We're not making enough of these right now to actually warrant having an assembler anyway. How long does this... Okay, that's going to take a while to build. I actually need to place that. Okay. Well, it's not the end of the world. I guess I could survive just putting a couple of these here. I think that'll be fine like that. They should all power each other, and I can still get a end around path here if I have to. This is going to take forever to build. But once it's done, we'll have our golems at least. Charging stations we'll have to put in kind of everywhere, I think. It's too bad I can't build these underneath these platforms. Can I build it under it too high? Doesn't seem like it's going to let me do that, which is unfortunate. I do think I want to put one over here by the forester because I think these guys are eventually going to be running pretty much all of the... Oh, those require power? Never mind. They can't go there. They're going to have to go over here. I know what I can do. I can put those right there. And then I can put those there. Put one of those there. And I can put one of these here. And then I can just put some more here and here. That solves that problem a little bit. Are we actually making... Okay, it doesn't have planks, so... I guess I can unpause these plank factories because our importing is not going super fantastically well here. Definitely keep the gear factories paused. Okay, we're also trying to make treated planks because I need those for... What do I need those for? Okay, the efficient mine that I can't build anyway. And then I think it's just the monuments. No, none of the monuments require it. So what am I... Why am I bothering? Oh, there's a bell. That's kind of cool. Got to be able to do that. What was it? Was it the... Wow, so okay, it was all the terraforming stuff. That's what it was. Dirt excavators, terraforming stations, and all that. So we'll, I think I'd rather have the assembler first. Okay, we have 26 open jobs. I definitely did not think about this the correct way. Okay, I don't need anybody in the distribution post. That's fine. Okay, I should probably just do that instead. I want to get more beavers in here. I just don't have any to spare. Because these guys are still kind of struggling to come back. Still don't have enough berries. I guess I shouldn't have gotten rid of all those berries. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a problem. That's annoying. So I guess this is going to be all berries again. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. So really we're literally just held back by planks. Is it because we don't have people working as haulers? Is that what it is? All right. Executive decision. We're going to go up to 40 beavers in this district because we have stuff to do. And we just need these guys going. Is that going to give us any? Yes. That gives us haulers. Good. That's what we need. And I know we can still support because we have, well, we don't have a ton of food, but we have enough. Enough for right now. And this is going to continue to come in anyway, so I think we're going to be fine. Although I do think it's time for us to plant a little bit more. Okay, we don't want to demolish that. We want a guy to actually... Oh, we can plant more trees. Why didn't I already do this? I don't know why I hadn't already done that. These guys can get all of that. That's good. I guess we'll go ahead and put in a couple more lumberjack flags. We'll get this guy out of here, and then I think we can plant some more food over here. We'll just make this whole thing potatoes. How about that? Okay, I lied. We're going to make some of it carrots. It's about time for us to get more of that anyway. And then we should probably have some more somewhere else, but I didn't want to, that's annoying when that's in the way. Yeah, let's set both those to opposite things here. Alright, how close are we to this guy? Not very. Well, fortunately for us, the stuff that's required to make the golems is also the same stuff that's required to build the factories that make them. Which I guess isn't that fortunate, but yeah, we need metal blocks. Are they actually delivering this stuff? I don't think they are. Oh, jeez. All right, that would explain why. Cannot believe that. All right, that's annoying. Definitely should have figured that out prior to this, but you know, it's always a good thing to learn 53 minutes into recording an episode that you haven't been doing any distribution this whole time. That's just nice. Okay. Okay, okay, that's right. I took 10 away. Otherwise, I mean, we're doing okay. We have still 169 of these plank things. There's really not much more I can do except wait for this to just kind of regenerate itself. But we have plenty of water. Now we have plenty of food again. We still don't have a lot of wheat, which is kind of concerning. Also, why have they not cut down these trees yet? This guy's in plenty of range. Is he just busy doing something else? Must be. Oh well. Nothing really I can do. I do think the start of this next drought will be the end of the episode, just to make things nice and even. I was kind of hoping we could at least start golems, but it's probably going to be next episode. We do have one golem chassis, we just don't have... Well, we have 2 limbs. We just don't have a head, although we should have one pretty soon. We're just not going to get all the planks. Although if we get our guys over here moving stuff back and forth, we might actually be able to get there. But in 2.5 days, I don't know. That's a tough sell. That might actually not happen. But if we can get one golem, we'll be in good shape. Yeah, see, we're actually using the batteries now for what they're intended for. Once these assemblers and these factories all come in line, though, no, it's game over for the power. We're going to have to put a ton more in. Well, look at it this way. at least we didn't completely trash the entire playthrough here by having all the beavers die. I know you're not hungry. You better eat right now. I know you have food to eat. You better do that. We're not doing this again. But it could have been worse. It could have been better, but at the end of the day, I think we handled it pretty well as we could have at least. And now we're on our way to bouncing back. It's just a pretty annoying setback to lose half of your population of a district because you weren't paying enough attention to resource supply. But let this be a lesson to you. Keep tabs on it. And I know people have been leaving comments saying your warehouses are full, and I just kind of completely ignored them because I wasn't worried about it. And that's what happens. This is why you listen to people if they have a valid thing to bring to your attention. Not everybody does, but a lot of the time there's something to be learned by listening to other people. I should do more of that. I really was hoping that we would get this stuff taken care of today. It's going to have to wait till later in the week, probably Thursday, I think. Next time an episode would be able to come out. Now, why are these guys... Oh, you're injured. Do I have... I don't think I have a medical bed anywhere in this district, actually. Let's put one there. We can also be importing medicine, which we'll put a very low limit on. Where is... Let's just put 10, because I think that's how much this can hold when it's actually done. Man, that's annoying. To be halfway there and only one day left. I guess I could technically play into cycle 20, but I don't want to... I just don't want to mess with the order of things too much, because now the cycles are long enough where a full cycle of wet season and drought is a pretty good episode length. I know this one was a little longer than that, but it's just the way it goes. All right, I have one working here. Oh. Okay, well, I guess we could go ahead and get one more, because this one's just building by themselves. That might be why it's so slow. But I also can't really prioritize this, can I? I guess I can. That's fine. We're not going to get to this episode anyway, but it does need to speed up. And we do need to get a better handle on the rest of this stuff. Now, I did figure out a way to get a wider field of view. It involves, well, someone commented this on privately, I don't know, a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks. It involves accessing the developer console, and I'm not going to tell you how to do it because I feel like that's going to enable people to ruin the game. But if you want to figure out how to do that yourself and get a wider field of view, go right ahead. But I'm not going to be doing it in-game, in-stream. I just do it to widen the field of view. You guys see all this stuff anyway. You know I'm not messing with anything. But anyway, that's the end of this thing. We have a 5-day drought, so let's go ahead and get this back down to normal people speed. And yeah, so our progress today, added some more of this stuff, got blueprints set up for a bunch of golem manufacturing, and then we beaver massacred half of this district by not paying attention to our food supply. So, you know, all in a day's work, right? Totally normal. But we'll have to keep up with that a little better in the next episode. But again, we're out of time for today, unfortunately. I wish I could do more, but real life beckons, and I have plenty of other things I've got to take care of, or I wish I could be doing daily videos again, maybe sometime. But not at the present time. We will have to make do with what we've got. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate everyone who's given so much support to this series so far and the other videos as well. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, want to tell me I'm dumb for doing this or not doing this or whatever, leave a comment down below. I read every comment, I respond when I can, and I enjoy talking to people about the game. So again, anything you feel like saying, I'm all ears. Just appreciate all the support again. It's wonderful. It's really nice to have a community of people that are interested in the type of videos I do, because I know it's really not flashy at all. I just kind of record for an hour and stream of consciousness, talk over things. But I think there's a place for that kind of content on this platform, because so much stuff is just really over edited. It's kind of exhausting to watch. So hopefully this is a nice change of pace, a little more relaxing, a little more laid back, and a little more personable than some of the overproduced stuff. So if that's something you enjoy, I'm glad you're here. And I look forward to seeing you here back again for many, many more videos, because we've got all sorts of stuff that we still have to get done. And we have other games we want to play too. I'm trying to find time. It's just hard. But we'll get there eventually. Glad to have you with me. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.